everyone. Welcome to Volleyball DNA, where we examine the characteristics that make up some of the most intriguing personalities in the world of volleyball. I'm Denise Lazaro.
And I'm Anton Rojas. The subject for this episode is one of the greatest champions in the history of Philippine volleyball. But more than the 4 UAAP titles she won, and not to mention the 2 finals MVPs, it's her grace and beauty on and off the court that has captivated fans and earned her the nickname Miss Everything. We are delighted to have on the show Cruz Behag.
Hello!
Hi.
Good morning.
Good morning!
Morning.
Yes,
Super.
very.
Andiyan si Sol. Baka makita
Oh
niya
my God!
ba siya.
Gising siya?
Yeah, gising na siya. You wanna see before we start?
Yes!
Yeah.
Salita! Salita, come here!
Oh, wow.
Gosh, she's walking na!
Hi!
How old is he?
Boy!
How old are you?
How old are you? Is this your
8 months.
Is this your first interview?
This is your first interview. Can you show them your beautiful eyes? Oh, ayan! Are you shy?
Hi, Sol.
Hi.
Oh, look at
Hi.
that.
Hi.
So handsome.
Hello! Hi, Ate Ang
Ate Cha, you're a mommy.
I know!
Wow.
Okay, Sol, you need to go out, okay? I'll see you later. Bye! Babe!
Oh my God.
Oh,
Super
you need to
cute.
go. Oh, wow, you're gonna play outside. You're gonna read lots of books. Show Papa. Okay.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Ate Cha.
Okay.
Wow, you're a mommy.
I know! Oh my gosh! Alam
The
mo,
last time we were together, wala pang Sol.
wala pa.
How's everything? How are you guys doing?
Pagod. Because we don't have house help so we do everything.
Wow, and you're like a mom. That's like a full-time job in itself.
Sobra. Kala ko nakakapagod lang yung training before. Walang sinabi pagiging mom.
So to all the moms out there, we salute you. You all
Then,
are Wonder Women.
Dan, are you ready for that?
Not just yet. Not just yet.
You better get ready.
Oh yeah, then that's the next step for you. I'm excited.
I'm gonna be asking for tips from you and
I'm just
Phil.
here. Oo nga.
Ate Cha, thank you so much for making time
Sure.
for this. I know you're very busy with, your household and taking care of Sol. So thank you so much. Thank you.
Sure.
Yeah, it's been a while also. It's been a while since I've actually interacted with Cha. Ako yung dating when I started, ako yung nangungulit sa mga players bago sila pumasok sa court. And like I would approach, siyempre si Cha was one of the leaders of the LaSalle team. So ako yung nangungulit like, oh, kamusta yung team? Ano yung ginawa nyo last practice?
Gosh, I can't even remember
Yeah,
kailan
see? Sobrang tagal na nun. Medyo magkalapit pa yung ID number natin sa LaSalle. So like,
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah,
I don't want to mention it anymore.
I don't worry about that. 104 ako eh. But I remember yours was pretty close to mine.
I'm 105. Sige na nga.
So then I'm one batch higher than siya. One batch higher.
Oh, Kuya Anton pala. Okay.
Oh,
Yep.
kuya siya.
Yep.
Kuya
Kuya.
Anton. Pero kid at heart yan. Well, Ate Cha, in the volleyball community, you're known as one of the most successful volleyball players to ever grace the UAAP.
Wow.
UAAP, even in the pro rank. But you're known as Miss Everything.
Wow.
As your monitor, Miss Everything. But is there anything you're not good at?
Of course, ano ba?
Like what?
I'm not perfect.
Like what?
Like what?
But you know what? Yung isa siguro sa pinaka, parang sinasabi ko, Lord, tulog ako naman kung ibigay ka ng talent with music.
Music.
I wish I can sing, dance, or play any musical instrument. Pero lagi, I'm just gonna see it for Sol. Baka mamaya meron siyang talent with that. But yeah, gusto ko siguro ako gusto kong kumanta. Kasi iisip ko nga siguro kung marunong ako kumanta, hindi lang magaling kung marunong lang ako kumanta, baka kinareer ko na yon. Yeah, you know, God is fair. Like, nasa volleyball group, marunong naman ako mag-volleyball kahit pa paano.
Hindi lang marunong ate siya, magaling ka mag-volleyball.
Through the years, pinaghirapan.
And you're really an ate. Like a real ate. I mean, may mga kapatid ka na sumunod sa'yo sa Lasal, si Camille and si Shen. What was it like for you, Cha, growing up and you having your sisters and learning volleyball? Like, was volleyball your first sport? How did you guys get into it?
Actually, my first sport was badminton. Doon talaga ako tinrain. Pero it was really my eldest sister who was playing volleyball. And grade 6 siya noon. So ako mga grade 4 lang ako noon. Nanonood lang ako sa kanya. And then ayoko talaga yung volleyball kasi nung panahon na yon yung volleyball sa arawan. So parang ako ayoko umitim. Ayoko nung sa init ng araw. And I feel like hindi talaga ako like athletic wise. Na parang feeling ko hindi ako yung katulad ng ate ko na very athletic or magaling sa bola. Kaya pinilit lang talaga ako ng mom ko to play volleyball because nakita ng mom ko at si ate kasi nakarating siya sa palarong pambansa and all. And then, yun, pinilit ako. Pero grade 6, pinilit ako. Ayoko, nag-stop ako. And then, pinaglaro lang ulit ako at 4th year high school. And then, doon ako na nakita nila Coach Ramiel. And at first, sabi ko, ayoko talaga kasi gusto ko, I wanna push dentistry. Kasi my mom was a dentist before.
Okay.
And so, gusto ko talaga mag-dentistry. And I know sila Coach Ramiel, diba, ni-recruit ako. And I know wala namang dentistry sa Lasal. So, I feel like my heart was torn kasi parang dentistry, volleyball. So, parang, but then, pinilit pa rin ako ng mom ko, why don't you try it? Mali mo, para sa'yo yan, ganyan. So, parang ako, okay, sige, pilitin ko. First year, second year, is like, Ma, I feel like this is not really for me. Pwedeng lipat na lang ako sa ibang school na may dentistry. And as in, umiiyak pa talaga ako kasi parang ayoko na volleyball, ayoko. Parang feeling ko hindi talaga para sa akin. And napa-stay pa rin ako sa Lasal. And then, siguro one of the highlights for me was when I get to play with my sisters. Si Kambal. So parang it was really a first-hand experience for me na magkaroon ng kapatid inside the court. So parang I feel like training for me. And at the same time, I have best friends with me kasi parang family ko. And I treat them as best friends. My family, my mom, my siblings. And then nakikita ko sila sa loob ng court. So parang somehow nagiging at ease na ako. And I begin to fall in love with volleyball. Parang nagiging passion ko na siya. So parang it's really great pala to, parang it's nice to play volleyball and at the same time you really love it. Na parang, alam mo yun, na-in-love na talaga ako eh. And then,
gusto ko yung sabi niya, na-in-love ako sabay. The hair.
Valentine's Month.
Wait. So your sister was also pretty good pala kasi palarong pambansa.
Yeah, she was really good. Siya talaga yun. Kaso lang yun yung time na na-cancel ni ERAP yung mga palaro. Because for certain reason. Pero yun yung mga, she represented Clara. So, dun sa side ng Bulacan.
Okay. Wow. Nice.
Well, it's hard to imagine Cruz not being a volleyball player.
Yeah.
But it's even harder to imagine like track Cruz without the famous green and white LaSalle uniform. Was DLSU your dream school?
To be honest, as I mentioned before, it wasn't really in my plans to play volleyball. So parang LaSalle isn't really part of my option. I was actually planning to go to UP or UE kasi my mom's from
Whoa.
UE. So, and kasi sila lang yung school sa university na may dentistry. And I remember meron pa akong UPCAT entrance exam. But then, when everything was laid out for me, like, oh, punta ka sa Lasa, ganyan, pinilit ako ng mom ko. I didn't even try to go sa entrance exam kasi wala, pumunta na ako sa UAAP. But, pumunta na ako sa Lasal. But, yeah, siguro, kung hindi ako nasa Lasal, I went to UP or UE.
Would you have played volleyball there?
Siguro kung kaya, but I heard sa mga dentistry and all the medicine, mahirap pagsabayin. So, I don't know. I can't speak for itself kasi baka mamaya sabihin ko oo, pero hindi ko pala kaya. And yung dentistry proper kasi is in Manila. Diba? And then, the training yata ng volleyball in UP was in Katipunan. Yeah. So I think baka mahirapan if in that case.
Wow. Well, that was one of our questions that we wanted to ask you. Like, kasi yun nga, sinabi ni Den na it's hard to imagine Chuck Cruz not wearing the green and white. But like, because you were in the UAAP for so long, for curiosity's sake, you kind of answered it. Like, if you could do it all over again, which team would you play for except LaSalle? So it's UE or UP? If you could do it all over again, like not
because of my course. Yeah, I think so.
Because of your course.
Because of my course. Yeah. But of course, I'm really, really happy for playing for the green and white. So
she bleeds green then. Like
she does. She does. Proud to be LaSallian.
Animo.
Well, Ate Cha, 4 championships in 5 years. As I mentioned earlier, one of the most decorated players in the UAAP. However, your first few years in LaSalle were met with struggles. In your first year, I read that you had a fracture, you were injured, and then your second year, LaSalle was suspended. On your third year, you didn't get to suit up. Describe what you were going through in those first 3 years in Taft, where you won the title as a rookie and then ended up not playing the next 2 years.
Okay. It was really hard for me the first 2 to 3 years ng volleyball experience ko in LaSalle. That's why I had to tell my mama, ayoko na maglaro, lipat na lang ako. Pero she still pushed me and I still played for LaSalle. Pero yung time na yun, kasi parang feeling ko, hindi para sa akin. Kasi first year, siguro 12 kaming rookie. And then, It was only 3 of us na na-line up sa lineup for UAAP. But then, nung na-line up nga ako, I feel like it's not for me kasi na-stress fracture naman ako. And during that season pa na UAAP, so parang, nung nalaman ko may stress fracture ako, one month off. So parang, ito na nga lang yung chance ko na maglalaro ako. Then, out of season na ako agad. And then, second year, suspended naman. Third year, hindi rin ako pinalaro kasi because of my academic reasons. I'm not proud of it, pero I would say that went as a blessing in disguise for me. Pero during that time, I was really devastated. Parang feeling ko, sana siguro mas baka better na lang na injured na lang ako and all that para hindi ako makalaro. Or parang alam mo yung mas valid sa akin na hindi ako nakalaro more than just the outside variables na hindi ako, kung bakit yung reason na hindi ako nakalaro. But then, I stayed and pinag-pray ko talaga, Lord, this is really for me. And then, alam mo yun, talagang hard work lang talaga and just trust kung sino man yung nagbibigay ng advice sa akin, like mga seniors, coaches, like alumni, and also my parents. Sinundan ko pa rin talaga yung parents ko.
Wow, well, just listening to that, it's not easy. I mean, di ba, you're in LaSalle and then you get hurt and then yung gap sobrang haba. Those 2 years are no joke.
Yeah.
And then to come back, season 71 though, I'm pretty sure you didn't regret it because yung season 71 na yun, sobrang eventful eh. Yun yung nag-champion kayo against FEU in one of the most exciting finals in UAAP history.
Yeah.
That was the last year of Ate Ila. And Ate Ila was here on the show and she talked about you kasi we asked her how is Ate Ila as a leader. Sinabi ni Ate Ila, si Cha kasi, she's like an ate talaga. She's a very caring leader. So like, I think that's accurate naman. I think that's very accurate. But how would you describe Ila Santos? Kasi like kayong dalawa, legends kayo eh. 4 championships, bihira yung ganon sa volleyball. Like, how would you describe si Ila Santos?
Ate Ila, I would say she leads by example talaga. Like, first of all, with her height pa lang, di ba? Parang compared to mga volleyball players ngayon na parang iba yung mga height and all that. But siya, walang, height is not a matter or age, pero makikita mo sa kanya na nagtatrabaho siya and inside the court, pag sinabing laro, game, puso, maglalaro siya. So parang you being there, playing with her, hindi ka pwede magdili-dali or hindi ka pwede hindi magbigay ng 100% kasi parang makikita mo yung leader mo eh, na parang nagbibigay ng everything eh. So you also have to give your everything inside the court. And then outside the court, I really respect her because she's a sister in Christ and talagang makikita mo na she's a woman of faith. And aside from that, even after UAP days namin, talagang Ate Ila, pwede mo siya i-text anytime. Ate Ila, pag-pray mo naman ako. Ate Ila, is there anything I can pray for? Parang alam mo yun, parang prayer warriors mo siya. Prayer warrior mo siya na parang, okay, anything pwede mo sabihin sa kanya and i-share. So parang that's what I really like about her. Talagang masasandalan mo siya, especially in terms of faith.
Isisingit ko lang to kasi I think during that finals, I'm not sure, doon na uso yung, di ba sa Lasal may parang kinakabit kayo sa hair nyo or like kinukulayan nyo ng green? Like, and then... di ba may ganon? And then yung UST, do they paint
do they have like
faces?
glitters or stickers? Sabi ni Ate Angge, they had stickers on their faces.
Okay, so for Lasal, what was it? Colored hair, green?
Parang streaks na green and white. Pero it's so funny.
Yan.
I think it was season 71.
Okay.
Season 71. Siyempre, sunod lang kami sa seniors namin. Ang seniors namin nun was Mitch Latuin and Manila Santos. And yun yung mga panahon na siyempre last season na nila. So siyempre kahit anong pakulo, sunod lang kami. And yun, siguro pag-usapan namin na, tara, kulay tayo. Aside from the short hair that we had to do, sabi niya, sige, pakulay tayo ng green and white na highlights. But it's really hard kasi di ba ang hirap naman talaga magkaroon ng white na highlights na parang i-bleach otherwise masisira. So, ang nangyari, green, and parang mag-gold or orangey na part.
You bleached it?
Yeah, we had to bleach it kasi isang part na and lahat yata kami same ng side na kinulayan. And then, so, nagpuyat pa kami lahat doon lahat kami nasa dorm, palakad-lakad kami, lahat kami may mga foils dito kasi parang kailangan namin ibabad. Titignan namin, maputi na ba? Hindi ko lang palutuin mo pa. So, hanggang sa yung iba, it didn't work, yung iba, ma-orange pa din. So, sige na nga, pwede na yan. Ayaw naman namin na super pagpupuyatan namin just for that color, di ba?
Yeah.
So, Yung ibang parts naman, naging green, yung iba naging nahalo sa orange, parang nag-ibang color. Alam mo yun, parang hindi siya talaga naging green and white. But may mukhang pauso na rin, nagkaroon kami ng color and all. And then for the following years, I feel like nung we had to continue that tradition na pag finals, kailangan may gagawin kaming pakulo. So parang gano'n na yung nangyari.
Wait, anong reaction ni Coach Ramil dyan? Di ba ayaw ni Coach Ramil yung mga ganyan?
I can remember, isa siya sa mga nagpakulo ng mga yon.
Oh, wow!
So,
okay.
Coach, ano gagawin natin ngayong season na to, sa the end? Pag syempre, tatanungin namin yung medyo good mood, kasi baka sasabihin, or in the middle of season, ano ba iniisip nyo? Baka puro ganyan lang iniisip nyo. Hindi, laro muna. Pero, we had to have a good timing. Paano siya tanungin ng gano'n.
Okay.
But of course, hindi naman din yun yung main aabalahan. Parang bonus side na yun.
But it's a nice bonding experience for you guys to do that all at the same time before the finals. Season 72, Ate Cha, you returned to the finals, but faced an inspired UST team, and Coach Ramil really tried his best to squeeze every ounce of skill from his players, and you even had to play as a setter nung finals. Was this a very challenging year for you as a player?
For me, personally, I feel like hindi pa ako ganun ka-mature inside the court. I mean, I'm not that ready yet. Siguro kasi this is also the first time na lalaro kami na yung seniors sa loob ng court. Like ako, si Steph, si Jack, and si Kay Martinez. So parang ito yung also first time na wala na si Manila Santos, Mitch Tatuy. So we had to just, work whatever we have. And siguro at some point, I'm not that confident with my skills yet. Kasi during in training, parang there's also a time na, okay, mag-setter ka. O, UT ka. Or, mag-open ka. So parang kulang yung time for me, excuse me, to focus on just one position. So that's why, nung time na, sige, mag-setter ka. Oh my gosh! Or minsan, tatanong pag-iisipin ko na during the game, tas sa sub si coach magpapapasok ng player. So parang ako, coach, ano ko? Diba? I'm not sure. Kasi hindi na si coach yung coach na before the game, hindi siya yung coach na before the game. Ikaw gagawin kong setter, ganyan. Parang it's really it depends with with the situation and kung ano yung kailangan at that moment. So pag nakita na, kailangan ng setter at this time, sige, okay, I had to adjust and all that. Ay, minsan hindi ako ready. So parang, oh my God!
Yun, kaya meron mentally, kasi you're preparing na, okay, I'm gonna be an open hitter today. Tapos pagpasok mo ng game, setter ka pala. That's hard.
Yeah, especially pag gusto mong bumawi as open spiker na parang babawi ako, may mga times na kailangan kong ganitong palo sa open, kailangan ko ma-master in this game, kailangan ko makita, and then at next game, laro ka as setter. Oh my gosh!
You played as a setter, an open hitter, utility, and a middle blocker also.
In one of the leagues in Shakey's pa nun. But siguro sideline lang yun in UAAP. But not really like main. Kasi back then, I think that was season 71, complete talaga yung first six. Like, may dalawang middle, may dalawang open, there's also an opposite, tapos may setter, like, position-wise sa buong lineup namin meron. So parang ako, 7th or pang 8th, no? Actually, the 7th is libero, di ba? So I think I'm the 8th man sa team. So parang during that time, pag sinabi ni coach na ready ka kung sino yung walang laro sa loob ng court at this game, yun yung papalitan mo. So parang ako, kakausapin yung mga teammates ko na, please, gandahan yung laro nyo ha. Tingnan natin, baka huwag nyo akong gulatin. It's just really nakakakaba kasi hindi mo alam, papasok ka sa loob, not like my other teammates na papasok sila sa loob, ang focus nila is just being an outside spiker. And it's hard kasi for me to go inside the court, especially warm up, saan ba ako unang papalo or ano ba una kong gagawin? I feel like ayoko naman puntahan lahat kasi baka nakakapagod or baka maubos pagdating ng loob ng game. So parang okay, I just had to do this. Para sa akin din to.
Pero alam mo, ako actually nagugulat na parang you were saying you're not ready because every time you stepped on the court, you had such a calm demeanor. Parang yung tipong hindi ka nararattle. Alam mo yun? Yun yung parang yun yung image mo eh. But, so, because of everything that you just said, it sets up the next question, which is, were you shocked when Coach Ramil said that you were gonna be team captain? Kasi sinasabi mo, you're not ready. And then the following year, ginawa kang team captain. How did that happen? Nagulat ka ba?
Siguro before umalis sila Ate Ila and Mommy, well, si Mitch Tuin, kinausap na ako ni Coach and he asked me, Cha, okay, gusto mo ba maging team captain? I said no kasi first of all, pag captain ka sila, lahat ng mga parusa pag sa captain doble. So imagine one man, kunyari sa'yo 3 minutes, sa captain 6 minutes. So parang, coach, ayoko talaga. I'm a great follower. I'm a great supporter kung sino man yung captain natin. But when the time comes na sinabihan niya ako, I think it was during one of our team buildings. And hindi siya basta nag-appoint. I think hiniwalay niya kami mga coaches and hiniwalay nila yung mga players and kaming mga seniors. And nagbotohan sila. And ayun, siguro yun yung results no. And then sinabi ka ni coach na parang, Cha, ikaw yung next captain, ganyan. So parang ako, oh no! Oh no!
Doom!
Doom talaga! So parang ako, aside from the responsibility, it's more like, nakakatakot yung like yung pagod. Kasi I know, I can work with my teammates naman, pero ang kinakabahan ako is in training. Baka hindi ko kayanin. But ayun, I just had to accept it, especially I thought that was my last year. Sabi ko, sige na nga, last ko na naman to tanggapin ko na. So, okay, I just had to say yes. Pero even though na kabang-kaba ako na parang, especially every training.
But it wasn't your last kasi you were still the team captain of season 74. Little did you know.
I know.
Well, Ate Cha, we've interviewed a lot of your teammates from LaSalle and F2. And like you, most of them have been playing under Coach Ramil up until the pro ranks. But I think you've played for him the longest. How is your relationship like with Coach Ramil?
Super tagal na no? Well, first of all, more than just a coach, para yung relationship ko with Coach Ramil, I treat him as my dad. As in, parang tatay ko talaga yan. Kasi my biological dad is in the US. So parang si coach na yung parang naging tatay ko talaga dito sa Pilipinas. And I really appreciate also kung paano siya sa akin. And kasi parang like pupunta lang ako sa kanya or just tatawagan ko lang sa kanya or alam mo yun, kakausapin ko lang siya na anything besides volleyball. family issues, even boyfriend issues. Talagang nandiyan si coach and magbibigay siya ng advice na parang, oh yeah, it makes sense. Oo nga, no? Talagang, I really appreciate those times na nandiyan siya. So, playing for him for the longest time, it's an easy role for me kasi parang isang tingin pa lang niya or isang tingin ko pa lang or siguro kilala niya na yung aura ko, and I also know kung ano lang yung aura, yung mood niya. So parang pagpasok pa lang ng court or dugout, parang okay, ito yung time na hindi mo pwede siyang kausapin, or pagpasok pa lang niya, ito yung pwede mong daldalin, coach, paano to, or coach, ano, alam mo yun, parang kilala niyo na yung isa't isa. That's why it's siguro that's one of the advantage also, play with him for the longest time, and it's really nice. Siguro kaya somehow it's hard then for me to just play for other teams kasi parang I really treasure and value the relationship that we have and the years that we had. So ayun.
Okay, you mentioned...
Ano ba yun? Naipaisip tuloy ako. Ako yung longest.
Well, currently,
Hindi,
feeling ko ikaw.
Yeah.
UAAP.
UAAP pa lang, 7 years na eh.
Yeah. Like in Lasal,
Yeah.
7 years. And then F2.
Yeah.
And you were with
F2.
Shopee, Air Asia.
Aside from the other, Generica. Oo nga.
Okay. Cha, you mentioned that you go to Coach Ramil for pretty much every issue, pati boyfriend issues. For the record, what is Coach Ramil's rule with regards to boyfriends on the team?
For the first few years, or actually, hindi mo masasabing first few years kasi gusto niya may mapatunayan ka muna in your volleyball career, nabulol pa ako. Before kanya payagan, not really payagan, but before he allows you to, magkaroon ng mga suitor or ng relationship. I'm not gonna say mga, pero syempre like mga iba kasi makita pa lang ni coach may mga nag-enter ay mga lumalapit sa'yo, yun pa lang ayaw na niya. But then pag nakita niya naman that I think you're matured enough to handle your relationship, first of all, your time, like ayaw niya yung hati siya na time sa'yo, or kasi gusto niya super focused with volleyball, and aside from that, you're also focused with your studies, and I think okay lang yun sa kanya as long as you're responsible enough.
Okay, how did your husband overcome the Coach Ramil obstacle?
Overcome talaga yun, I think we have to ask Ray, come here. Just
Paano nga ba, Ray?
Siguro ayaw kasi ni coach yung parang upfront ka na hindi na nga, alam mo yun, there's a thin line na pinapayagan ka niya, but at the same time, hindi ka niya pinapayagan. So parang, if he knows na parang pinapayagan ka niya, wag mo namang ipanglandakan like in front of the team, in front of your mga teammates, especially ako yung senior, wag mo namang pakita sa mga especially rookies na okay lang sa akin yan. So parang kailangan mo ring ilagay yung sarili mo where you think you are para hindi naman makita na sinusuway mo si coach or so si Ray hindi siya yung boyfriend type na pag manonood he's right there, you're gonna see him right there, as in cheering for you, as in physical pa, makikita mo siya kung sa arena nandun siya sa orange na seat sa pinakataas, as in parang mga incognito style talaga siya na hindi mo siya makikita kung nasan siya. So parang minsan pagtatanungin niya, manood ka ba? So parang sabi niya, oo, nandun ako. So parang ako hindi na ako sasayang ng oras na maghahanap ng gano'n kasi baka makita naman ako ni coach, naghahanap ako sa loob ng court. So, I think kaya niya kasing ilugar yung sarili niya and ilayo na hindi hindi siya makikita na you're bothering, alam mo yun, na naggugulo ka niya or na tatapakan niya like the limits na dapat kang nandun or dapat kang hindi. So parang yun siguro yung nakwento ni Coach Ramil before na hinangaan niya kay Ray. Alam niya ilugar kung saan yung sarili niya.
Ayan guys, that's the best advice for any guy who wants to attempt to pursue a lady spiker.
Or even think of pursuing a lady spiker.
But I think baka better manggaling kay Ray first-hand experience talaga.
Ate Cha, you said in a past interview that out of the 4 championships you've had in the UAAP, your favorite one is the season 74 championship, yung back-to-back nyo. But you almost did not play your final year. What made you decide to just go for it? What made you decide to just go for it and play your final play here?
First of all, I wanted to be 73 my last because sabi ko kala coach and mga managers namin na, okay, this is it. I'm really gonna pursue my dentistry dream. Thank you so much for having me, but I really need to do this. Parang feeling ko yun yung talagang yung passion ko during that time. Pero tinanong nila ako, why? What's your reason? Sabi ko, I wanted to be a dentist kasi gusto kong makatulong sa family ko. Kasi I feel like after 4 years ng proper ko, kasi I took pre-med sa Lasal. So, after nun, diretso na sana akong proper dentistry. So, I feel like, after nun, magagamit ko na yung, like, matutulungan ko na si mama sa clinic niya and all that. So, in that way, matutulungan ko magpaaral yung mga kapatid ko, especially yung younger pa kay Kambal. Pero, sabi ng mga managers, oh, is that your reason? Sige, we'll also get Kambal to play for Lasal. And we know naman na they can play and all that. Sige, kunin na lang din namin sa kanya. In that way, you can also help your family already in terms of financially. So parang ako, napaisip na naman ako. So parang okay, parang weighing options, so parang wow, hindi naman lahat nabibigyan ng ganong opportunities na you get to play with your sisters, meron sila, lahat kami may scholarships, and we're just enjoying volleyball. And during that time, season 73, yun yung time talaga na parang, yun yung in love na talaga ako sa volleyball And parang na-accept ko na yung role ko as a captain and as a senior. So parang, one of the fear for me for pushing for season 74 was that ako na lang yung mag-isa ang pinakamatanda sa team. So I'm not sure kung hindi ko alam kung kaya ko pang i-handle yung team on my own kasi season 73 kasama ko pa si Steph Mercado and si Jacqueline Alarca, but then yung season 74 was ang pinaka next na matanda na sa akin was sila Michelle, Melissa Gohing. So parang tapos half of the team half of the first 6 is rookie. Half are rookie. So parang hindi ko alam kung kaya kong dalhin sila. Well, of course, hindi naman isang tao lang magdadala, but the whole first 6. It's just that, being an ate for everyone, baka I feel like ma-overwhelm ako. And nung nakita ko naman the following year, mukha naman mababait yung mga rookies and hindi naman mga sakit sa ulo.
And this was sila Ara Galang, Mika Reyes.
Sila Ara Galang, sila Yeye, and sila Kambal. At least yung kalahati doon kung magpasaway. Kaya kung paggalitan yung mga kapatid ko na sila Kambal. But, yeah, so parang nung naglaro ako ng season 74, I feel like siguro another thing na sinasabi sa akin ni coach na madaling mag-champion but it's hard to yung mag-champion back to back. Kasi that's a different challenge naman for you. well, parang I don't really wanna pressure nung panahon ko, nung time na yon. Pero, wala, it all happened na parang napapayag na rin ako. And passion ko talaga na yung volleyball during nung time na yon. So parang, okay, sige, I'm just gonna stay. And it was actually the best for me that season kasi, alam mo yun, parang meron kang goal, there's a lot of expectations, you prove them right, and parang I also get to play with my sisters na parang hindi rin naman lahat ganon, di ba, nakaka-experience. And parang ayun, hindi rin naman ako nagmamadali. And also, plus I fell in love with teaching. Kasi parang yung being a captain for me, I feel like you are also teaching them not just volleyball, but whole life experience in general, especially mga younger generations sa akin, especially nung season 74 kasi halos lahat talaga sila ang daming mga bago. So parang sarap pala magturo. So parang season 74 na yon, I had to do masters in education. So, ayun. So, parang dun ko completely na turn around na parang I forgot about my dream about dentistry, but pursue na parang, wow, okay, Lord, you placed me here. That's why hindi pala ako nakalaro ng third year dun nung time ng after suspension, hindi ako nakalaro. This parang I feel like this is the reason pala, looking back, you spared me for this. Kasi that's also the time na nagkaroon ng forfeited games nung time na yon, if I can remember, yung time na season 70 na hindi ako nakalaro. So, if nakalaro pala ako noon, parang sayang actually, yung isang UAAP year. So, and then God spared me for season 74. Kaya nakalaro ako ng season 74 and wala lang. I feel like everything is falling into place and just fulfilling his purpose, my purpose to be part of the LaSalle team, and also not just being a volleyball player but also pursuing my profession as a teacher.
Naalala ko lang, there was during that season you graduated, right? Nag-graduate ka, tapos naglaro ka on the same day.
Yeah, I think graduation rights.
Yeah,
I think
graduation rights.
Yeah.
Grabe yun.
Morning yon. And I skipped our morning training kasi when we have a game in the afternoon, nagte-training pa kami in the morning. I had to skip our morning training kasi meron kaming, nasa CCCP ako.
Yeah.
CCP or PICC, basta yung graduation rights namin. And then after that, I had to go straight sa UAAP sa arena to play. I think it was against UP.
Yeah, it was against UP. It was against UP. Feb 4, 2012.
Wow.
Tagal
Feb 4.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yun. Panalo naman kami. It was a sweet panalo or victory that day kasi after nun, they gave flowers. They really appreciated me na still playing for LaSalle after the graduation. Pero actually, yung time na yon, I think nag-start na rin yata ako mag-masters or I just entered the masters nung time na yon. Kasi late lang din talaga yung graduation rights.
So for formality lang pala yung yung graduating. Yeah. Pero grabe, you were juggling everything during that season 74. Yeah. So like your profession is a teacher right now. Wow.
Yes.
And your
teacher.
And your master's was for special education, right?
Special education.
Why did you choose that for your master's?
Honestly, kasi one of my siblings, yung pang 7th sibling ko, during that time, siguro mga 4 years old na siya, she's not verbally, like, she's not very verbal that time. And ako, parang wala akong masyadong alam in terms of yung mga special condition or mga mental development ng bata, especially in terms of learning. So I feel like and during that time, meron sa lesson na education and, well, my mind was really going for education na, yung ima-masters ko na. But then, nung nagkaroon ako ng parang weighing options to go for early ed or the special education, I feel like I wanted to learn more about special education so that parang I feel like I can also scaffold or I can help my sisters, especially if ever na hindi siya like at par kung nasan man siya na yun. But yun, I mean, there's nothing wrong naman with my sister, pero parang I feel like she inspired me to go for SPED.
Okay, so after your UAAP career, which was a very colorful and long journey, you decided to focus on your studies and becoming a teacher. 2017 though, there was an exhibition game. It was a big deal. Yung Battle of the Rivals. Yung naglaro kayo sa MOA, magkalaban kayo ni Den. You've said this on numerous interviews na yung dream position mo is libero. So you were finally you finally fulfilled that dream during that Battle of the Rivals. So ano yung feeling? Alam mo yun? Like, dream position mo libero tapos Ateneo Lasal sa MOA pag ginawa yung game tas televised.
Kasi libero kasi yung pinakagusto ko kasi parang feeling ko I'm not gonna say it's the easiest job inside the court. Ayoko lang yung maraming talon. But I know it can also be complicated kasi mahirap mag-receive, mahirap mag-anticipate ng bola, mahirap like to be very agile, especially lateral movements. Mahina din ako doon. So pero ang sarap lang daw feeling na nakaka-receive ko na maayos for your teammates, na makakagawa sila ng magandang play. And sarap lang din ng feeling na makakaputo ka ng malakas na palo na lusot sa blocking. So parang yun yung pinaka gusto kong dream. And nung Battle of the Rivals na yun, na parang, wow! Actually, I wasn't really fit that time. Kasi yun yung kasagsagan ng hyperthyroidism ko. That's why I was really thin nung panahon na yun. And I wasn't feeling well nung time na yun, nilalagnat pa yata ako noon. Kaya sinabi ko, Coach, wag mo kong gawing spiker, hindi ako mag-jersey. Yun yung jersey pa yata ng libero ng t-shirt.
T-shirt, yeah.
Yeah, what was up with that? I was wondering why t-shirt yung jersey.
Because they didn't make an alternate. Like, okay.
Yeah, I was wondering like why are Melissa and Dan in t-shirts?
T-shirt lang, di ba? Tapos yung t-shirt yung parang may design pa.
Oo. Walang promote. Yung t-shirt. Joke lang. It was kasi they didn't make an alternate na white jersey. Kaya naka-t-shirt lang kami.
Kasi exhibition game lang kasi, so probably they forgot. But yeah, that was a crazy game. That game went 5 sets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the middle of the game, parang actually I was ready na manonood lang ako eh. Pero siguro nung patapos na, si Mel may isang gulong yata na parang nasaktan siya, parang, oh no, is this my turn? Is this finally my turn to be a libero? Yung pinasok ako, natalo yata kami.
Pero at least you got to realize your dream of being a libero in a game.
Okay, speaking of libero sige, Cha, kung dream mo maging libero, sino yung mga idol mo na libero? Like, kanino ka humahanga na sa mga libero?
Siyempre, isa si Den.
Ay, naku, Ate
As
Cha,
in,
mahal mo ako
alam mo,
masyado.
nung time na magkasama tayo sa national team, especially nung nagte-training tayo sa Japan, ay, ang sarap
Yes.
ng buhay ko pagkasama ko si Tin sa loob ng, sa likod ng court, na parang, okay, then, kaya mo na yan, ha? Parang, okay, so I can focus na sa unahan. So parang, ang sarap na ng feeling na ganun.
Same feeling. Kasi I'm like super confident. Kaya-kaya ni Ate Cha receive.
And yeah, and saka si Don and sino pa ba? Mel, actually yung mga naabutan ko kasi parang it's nice na siguro mas nahanga ako kasi I can see and I played with them inside the court more than just seeing kung sino sila sa loob ng court with or compared sa ibang team. So, yeah, hands off to you guys.
Well, speaking about our experience in the national team, we played in the 2018 Asian Games, which was a huge deal for us because we haven't played in the Asian Games for the longest time. How was that experience like for you?
For me, super, super blessed, and it's an honor for me to play for the national team, first of all, kasi hindi pa ako na-line up like in terms of playing for a national league, international league talaga. And my first international league, like as in I represent the Philippines, we played for Asian Games. And noong una parang hindi ko pa alam kasi hindi ko naman talaga narinig siya, like Asian Games. Sumali ba tayo ever sa Asian Games? And it was really the first after what, how like 40 years or more?
Yeah.
So parang it's really an honor and blessing to be part of that first team na sumali ulit sa Asian Games. And sinasabi nila Coach Shaq nung panahon na yun, alam nyo ba, mas grabe to, mas mataas to sa SEA Games. It's like the Olympics in Asia. So parang, wow! Yun yung hindi pa tayo pumupunta ng Indonesia. So parang ako, hindi ko ma-imagine how big of a league it is. Kasi not until napunta tayo doon, not until na nabigyan tayo ng ID, papasok sa Olympic Village, not until I see the cafeteria. Oh my gosh!
The cafeteria!
There's a place na lahat may mga healthy stuff. There's a place may mga Western food. There's a place tapos makasalubong mo lang si Yao Ming na parang, wow, tatakas pa tayo ng picture sa kanya.
What? You guys saw Yao Ming?
Yes!
Wow!
Oh my God!
Lucky!
Dito lang kami.
Wow! Galing.
And
That was super fun.
yeah, grabe, what an experience. And I feel like parang okay na ako in my volleyball career. Then experience ko yun. Kasi aside from that, di ba SEA Games ang interval niya is 2 years? But I think Asian Games is like every 4 years, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, who knows when are we gonna participate in that league again, especially with what's happening right now, diba? So parang, yeah, we just had to savor that moment na nakalaro tayo doon. And also the bonding with the players. Kasi syempre, iba din yun. It's also my first time to be out in the country with you guys then and with other teammates that we had there, diba? So parang gandang experience. It's really fun.
Galing. So you're not only Miss Everything, you've done pretty much everything as a volleyball player. I mean, anything that, like if there's a player who aspires to achieve like a lot in the game of volleyball, like just look at the career of Cruz Behag. Am I saying that right? Cruz Behag, is that
Behag, yes.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure kasi as a commentator, 'di ba? You don't want to murder the name, the last name, especially when the ladies get married, 'di ba? Wait, what was that?
Pwede pause? Wait lang.
Okay.
Cut mo na yan. Okay lang.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Sorry, Ray is running out of ideas to entertain him, so we just played the pero it's connected to my speakers.
Oh, kaya. Ang cute naman. And he's like, now it's like he's running around na. He can walk.
Yeah. As in, climbing kung saan-saan and nakikialam. Kaya yung dresser ko ng puro mga skincare, makita mo na lang walang takip or may makikita akong isang serum ko nasa loob ng watering can, nasa likod.
Oh my God!
Life with a toddler.
So now, you're Cruz Behag, and for commentators and writers, that's like the adjustment that we have to make, because like now people will start calling Denden Denise Lazaro Revilla. Naalala ko si Kai Nepomuceno, 'di ba? Parang yung apelyido ng asawa niya, pag binasa mo Balowaloa, but it's actually pronounced as Balwalwa. So like I had to like ask him that. So Cruz Behag, Miss Everything. You were dubbed Miss Everything because of your versatility on the court, but you have a successful volleyball career, a beautiful family, a happy marriage, and a healthy baby boy. So how does Miss Everything balance, being a mom and an athlete?
Oh my, alam mo ba, it's only by God's grace that I get to live my life every day. As in, magawa ko lahat ng mga kailangan gawin. It's really hard. Like, motherhood is a whole different level of tiredness, but grabe naman yung feeling to be a mom. As in, I can't compare. No volleyball success can ever compare kung ano man yung mako-compare mo being a mom. It's super different. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling to be a mom, and you can never parang verbalize how it is to love someone more than yourself. Parang gano'n. And siguro yun na lang yung pinanghawakan ko, that I love this kid so much that I'm willing to do everything for this baby boy. And not just everything, but give my very best at all times, especially in terms of kahit alam mo yun, simpleng pagpapakain. I want to use this time to feed him right, to teach him how to eat properly, or simple as pagliligo. So parang it's really handful talaga to do a lot of things, as in household chores pa lang, not to mention being a wife. Parang, ang dami. Kasi it's also hard kasi, as na-mention ko before, we don't have house help. So parang we do everything. And it's a great, great blessing then na yung husband ko, my husband and me are in the same page of everything. Like, he also does everything for us. Like, parang teammates talaga kami in terms of managing the house or tending to Sol. So parang it's an easy job for me dahil yung teammate ko, or because of my husband, is also in the same page kung ano man yung meron ako. It's hard siguro before, student athlete, akala ko ang hirap na i-manage yung time na yon. And then after nung student athlete na yon, working athlete, another stage naman yon, kasi I had to work with deadlines. Syempre, I had to work with real students, with parents. Pero parang ngayon, you're the parent, you have your own student. It's flexible. Minsan at the end of the day, matutulog na si Sol, parang, Sol, I'm sorry, I didn't do a good day today. Tomorrow, I promise I'm gonna be a better mom. So parang every day talaga is a challenge. Every day is a different story. But, every day is a blessing talaga, kasi you will learn something new. You will up your level, especially in terms of multitasking. Kasi magluluto ka, papakainin mo siya, and then you're gonna do something online, kailangan mo mag-work, But at the same time, may kailangan kang bilhin sa labas, or you have to order this, you have to pay something, and then kailangan mo ayusin yung laundry, kailangan mo, oh my gosh, the list goes on. Pero the energy talaga kailangan sometimes talaga nagkakaroon ka ng. Kaya super na-enjoy ko yung me time. Especially early in the morning or super late in the evening kasi you really have to do that for you to be sane. Kasi nakakaloka. But, everything is worth it naman. Talaga nakikita mo na you're with your family, you're happy and everything. And talagang I feel I'm very blessed. Kaya I also give my very best.
Wow, Ate Cha, your story is just so amazing, from when you shared how you started with volleyball, you didn't even like it. Mm-hmm. And then just the struggles that you went throughout your career. Who would have thought that you'd be the Cruz Behag we know today? A successful volleyball player, a full-time mom, a mom's job is never done. It just goes to show that your perseverance and your faith in God, it's a great story of, good things come to those who wait.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Ticha, thank you so much for, taking the time to do this interview and sharing your story. We know that, Saul is right behind you with Ray, doing his best to entertain Saul. And we know that you have a whole day ahead of you. So thank you so much. And I hope that everyone watching would appreciate and learn from Ate Cha's story.
Thank you also for having me, kay Anton. Ben, thank you. And I really appreciate this because I feel like this is also my me time. We had a break from the very makulit outside. But yeah, I really enjoyed our time together and chikahan. Thanks for having me.
Thank you for sharing your story and the inside stories that we've never heard before. So maraming salamat. You truly are Miss Everything, and we're gonna let you get back to being a mom now.
I think someone wants to say hi.
Yes! So,
okay, you want to say hi? Okay, say hi.
Hey! Thank you guys
I will
for
give you
watching
Mimi
this
later, but
episode
you
with Ate Cha and Baby Saul. See you in the next episode, guys. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for watching Volleyball DNA. Make sure you hit the subscribe button to get notified for future episodes and interview highlights.
And while you're at it, head over to our Facebook page by clicking on the link in the description.